Welcome to the Hamcrest introduction. So Hamcrest is meant to test methods, and it can be used to, for example, strings is what we're doing for the first introduction, is that we can test strings, for example, if it starts with something, or if it's null, or if it is not null or ends with something, or even if it contains a string. So for the first thing we need to do is we need to add the compile. So here's the compile. We're doing 1.3. And first we have a string. I'm not going to use that string right now, but we're going to use it. So we're going to do matcher assert. And that's pretty much our assert method. So we're asserting that 1, so our first parameter is what we want to test, and what that our matcher is. So we can do matchers dot instance of integer dot class. So we're matching if 1 is a instance of integer dot class. Let's see if that is. Yeah, it is. So we can match things to see if it's that type of object that we wanted, that it returns that object, for example. So the next thing we can do is we can do matcher assert that st. So now we're doing the strings. And we're going to do matchers dot we're going to do contains. We're going to do high. And we're going to see if it contains high. We forgot to do string. See if it contains high, and yeah, it does. We can do my name is Ted. Make this capital. Will it work? No, it's case sensitive, so we have to do a capital. There we go. Now it works. And now we're going to do start with and end with. So we're going to make sure it starts with something and it ends with something as well. So we're going to do assert that st matchers dot ends with. And we're going to put Ted. And does it do that? And then we're going to copy this. Yeah, it does. Starts with hide there, and we'll put an extra e. Let's see if it works. Nope. And let's do it again. And it works. Now another thing, another test, is to make sure, now let's just delete these, make sure something isn't null. So now this would be really good if you were getting an object back, an object back or something from a method, and you're not really sure if it's null or not. This will test if it's null. So what we can do, matchers dot not null value. We can, so let's put this as string st equals null. Let's see if it turns null. And that's wrong. So now we're going to do null value. We're going to make sure it does return null. And see? Yep, there it is. Let's put this back. And now the second thing we can do, the last thing we can do on here for strings is st. We're going to make sure that it has a toString method. And it equals this. So what we're doing is st. We're testing st, and we're going to make sure it's toString. So st.toString equals this. It'd be very nice if you had an object like a user class, and it had your name, email, and everything, and you have a toString method. And the toString just says, hi, my name is Ted, my age is 70, and a male, and just puts kind of like a bio. For example, you wanted that as your bio, for example. And that's it. Hamcrest is a very, very good tool to have, and I think it's almost mandatory in almost every project that you test for. Thanks for watching.